You guys are not on beat.
That's ESPO, the worldwide leader in fun, and I'm Shawn. I don't have anything fun. And this is the PHNX Daily Bet Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. In the wise words of Bomani Jones, you leave a 4-star review, I'm inclined to believe you are a hater. Espo, basketball happened last night. Everyone was really locked in on specifically what the Charlotte Hornets were doing.
Of course.
Thoughts on the CLT?
Well, there's so many jokes that I can't make without getting canceled. So, yeah. Anyways, basketball world was paying attention to Charlotte for one reason and one reason only, and that was the amazing, fantastic, wonderful, whatever superlative you want to use, Kevin Durant, who came out and it reminded all of us why he's a top 3 player in the NBA, and it hits a little bit different when he's wearing your uniform. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, there was points last night where I just had to sit there and literally laugh. And no, Chris, you did not spell Shawn correctly, but I appreciate the effort. It's SHAWN.
Especially ERIC.
Yeah, that too. What was I saying? There was moments last night where I literally just had to stand there and laugh because I was just like, that is, in my opinion, a top 3 basketball player of all time.
Yes.
Playing in the city that I live in for the team that I root for. I was just like, damn, this doesn't seem real. But what was interesting about it is I think everyone was so focused on KD that DBook had himself a night, I believe, 36 points, or was it 37? Okay.
37
points.
7 and 6.
Damn, he balled. Do you think that is what we should, like, is this Devin Booker's team or is this Kevin Durant's team?
It's both their teams.
Fair.
It's co-team. They're going to carry this together, and I like that. Finally, Devin Booker has that running mate.
Yeah.
He has never had that here in Phoenix. No offense, Chris Paul, but you came here and you had one foot in the bathtub when you got here. So, now he's got that true second superstar there with him, and it's just going to make him look better because he can, and I said it on the postgame show last night, he can expend energy without having to worry, how much do I have to keep in the tank at certain times because I don't have another guy that can go out there and do that. He and KD can now take shifts and do it. And then in the end, they both can be out there on the court and either guy could take care of business. So this is still Devin Booker's team to an extent because KD came here because of Book. But KD's going to do KD things here, and it ain't going to offend Devin Booker when he does.
I mean, I feel like it's obviously the situations are very different, but in that specific instance, like, it's similar to the Golden State situation where Kevin Durant was the best player on those Golden State teams, but that was always Steph Curry's team. But from like a betting perspective, do you think this is going to become I guess from a player prop perspective, is it going to become a frustrating team to bet on? Do you think what we saw last night is going to be the consistent where teams focus so much on Kevin Durant that Book thrives, or is it going to be any given night just a shot in the dark as to who's going to be the guy that drops 35, 36, 37?
Okay, I think we could see a lot of nights where they both drop 30.
Yeah, fair enough.
KD was on a minutes restriction last night, played a little over 25 minutes, had 23 points. That's why he didn't get into that 30 range. The guy I think that's gonna take the hit on the points is probably DeAndre Ayton. Obviously, Josh Okogie, who had gone through a run of 6 games with like 18 or more, he's going to take a step back. But I don't think you're going to see Devin Booker or KD have any kind of frustrating nights in terms of when you're betting on them. I think you're pretty safe with those two guys. So.
Okay, and so outside of obviously those two guys, is there anyone that you think that people might not be focusing on, or any specific stats, whether that's like a Chris Paul assist or something like that, that might be kind of flying under the radar that people might be able to take advantage of on the DraftKings Sportsbook app?
Yeah, if you can ever get Chris Paul over, like if it's 9.5 assists, 10.5 assists, I think you should probably take the over because I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be focusing on distributing a lot. DeAndre Ayton on the rebounds. I think he's going to have an easier time on the boards. He had 16 last night. I think that's a sign of things to come. Now, don't expect 16 every night, but if you can get 9.5, 10 there, 10.5. And take the over. I'd probably do that on a regular basis as well. And he's going to still get his points. I think he's just going to do it in fewer shots. He was 7 to 10 last night, extremely efficient. Those are the kind of looks that he's going to get in these games because now he's third, fourth option, depending on how you feel about Chris Paul. So he's going to get those open looks around the rim as well. So double-doubles are going to be a lot in DeAndre Ayton's
That's what I was going to say. I feel like betting on DeAndre Ayton double-doubles is going to be probably not going to get it at great value, but it's essentially going to be free money. I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of those, maybe not 16 and 16 nights, but in that area where he's getting
16 and 12.
16 and 12, like relatively easy double-doubles for DeAndre Ayton.
I think you bring up an interesting thing, though. I think this is going to be an easy money team where you're not going to get big. You're not going to get big, plus 1,600 on a lot of things, but you're going to get the value. Like you can take it and count on that being a win for you. And I'm starting to learn as I get a little bit more in tune with my betting self that taking the big swing isn't always necessarily the right way to go about it. You can stack stacks on stacks on stacks if you just start taking the logical things to bet on as well. So.
Greg brings something up. I mean, obviously Nikola Jokic and all of them are pretty firmly entrenched in the MVP race. Do you think Kevin Durant can do anything with the Suns team to put himself in that conversation at all?
No, but Finals MVP's on 10.
Yeah, very fair.
And that's what he's focusing on. I don't think he cares.
Regular season MVP. Yeah. That's very fair. But like we mentioned, you might not get great value, but you'll get great money, free money on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. So whether you want to bet on basketball or any sport, obviously do it on DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PHNX. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly, only at the DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code PHNX. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Obviously, Suns played last night. No Suns basketball tonight, but there's 4 other games tonight, some of which are pretty interesting. I'm pretty interested in Golden State Clippers anytime they play. But we have a bunch of picks for you. Espo, we'll go through yours. Let's just start with the picks that you had, or pick, I guess.
Yeah, I'm taking Nets money line at plus 150. They're playing the Hawks. Hawks have a brand new coach. I don't know in Quinn Snyder, which it's very odd to have a new head coach come in like this.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance the Nets, who are still trying to figure themselves out too, get the win tonight.
Yeah, fair. Well, we can go into my picks. I stayed away from Spurs Pacers because who gives a shit?
Everybody should stay away. Spurs and Pacers fans should stay away from it.
Honestly. I mean, there's a chance to make money on that game. Tyrese Halliburton is always fun to bet on prop-wise, but I'm not betting on the actual game. Clippers money line. They're playing a still beat-up Warriors team. No Steph Curry, no Andrew Wiggins. I don't have props today, but I love Kawhi Leonard's over on points. I think it's at 24.5. It's just Clippers. The Warriors are beat up. Clippers, if they're healthy, they could be one of the best teams in basketball. I think they win this game relatively easily. Raptors -2 against the Washington Wizards, I believe.
Or Washington Generals, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Their Wizards not very good. Raptors have struggled, but they got Fred VanVleet back in their last game. They're a better team than the Wizards. I think they should win. They should cover that -2 relatively easily. And then Sixers money line going up against, if I remember correctly, I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't. They are playing the Dallas Mavericks. That's right. I don't think the Mavs still have stuff to figure out. Joel Embiid is questionable, so keep an eye on this. Maybe get close to the game. But the other day that Joel Embiid wasn't playing, they had one of the best three-point shooting nights of the season. So regardless, I just think until the Mavericks prove to me that they figured out how to play with Kyrie and Luka, I'm going to fade them every time. I think they've won one game since that trade, or one game since the All-Star break, something like that. I love the Sixers.
Plus, if you can get plus money on that, and
exactly.
If he does play, Dallas has nobody to stop him.
Exactly. You have a couple of parlays
I do.
You threw together too. So why don't we throw up your first parlay?
Yeah, parlay. Everybody loves a parlay.
Everyone loves a parlay.
I'm going to go with the James Harden 20+ points, James Harden 10+ assists, Kyrie 25+ points, Kyrie +5 assists. I like this one. This was one of those same game parlays that the good people over at DraftKings Sportsbook app put together, and I was like, yeah, I'm in on this. It's plus money, so I'm going to go after it.
I like it. They also had a parlay they threw together of the Sixers, I think, or I think it was the Mavericks, Wizards, and Clippers, all to win the race to 10. They all are plus, or they all have positive averages in the first quarter this season. So DraftKings Sportsbook apps, they're trying to help you make money. It's awesome.
It's the laziest betting you can do. You go straight there. Already made same game parlays. I'm in, and I got another one that I really like.
Yeah, let's throw that one
they put together. The Raptors at a minus 1.5, which you had over 22.5. Siakam plus 30 points at a plus 850. I love it. I'm just feeling it tonight.
Yeah, I like the Raptors tonight. I think they'll cook the Wizards. I love everything that you picked today, to be quite honest.
That's because you're a smart man.
Yeah, that's fair. Anything else before we get out of here?
No, I know Jacob has somewhere to be, so we probably should land the plane.
Yeah, so stay locked in to PHNX Bets every Monday through Friday at noon. We'll be here live again tomorrow. I don't know who will be on the show or what we're going to talk about, but NHL trade deadline is tomorrow.
Betting you'll talk about.
We'll talk about betting, and we'll talk about how you can make money. So follow me at Shawn_DePaz, follow Espo at Espo, and you can follow the show at PHNX Bets. But as Derek Montilla says, all roads lead to at PHNX Sports. You can follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Obviously, subscribe to our YouTube page. You're already here, so just press the button. And we will see you tomorrow on the wise words of Shane Dievenbach. Peace, love, and Pascal Siakam over 25 points.